Voice and Winnie says, I'm going that way. Bottom left as we look on. Mind games begin. Does El Kabi believe him? Free with a word for Winnie. 1.9 metres. He can touch the crossbar. Can he find the ball? El Kabi, cool as you like. Didn't care which way Boyce and Winnie was going. With the goal to produce the Panenka. And it is 2-0 Morocco. He enjoyed that in the crowds. Winnie said, I'm going bottom right. Then he went bottom left. It didn't matter because El Kabi dinked it down the middle. One final look at his offset number. And no worries, El Kabi makes it 2-0. Doubles Morocco's lead. Surely that will be enough. And Greggy enjoying that. El Kabi with his 10th international goal. 30-year-old, one of the more experienced members of the team. A journeyed career. Now at Olympiacos, joined from Al Sadd in the summer. See on the sidelines there, Yusuf and Naziri ready to come on. As mentioned, has 2 goals to his name. Most now joint with El Kabi in the squad. El Kabi was the only member of the starting 11 with a goal in this campaign, just as he makes it 2. Of course, along with that man now, Amin Harit, so as to be joined, potentially even replaced, by Yusuf En Naziri. It's to wait for now, though. Morocco go on and look for a third. Kimi with the foul after giving the ball away. Spark of annoyance. The fullback. Forwards to Dawley. Dawley born in Liberian capital of Monrovia. Started out with Monrovia Club Breweries. Now though, having to defend. And so, sufficiently enough. Hakimi's ball in. Only fighting Samson Doué. Possession here for Liberia, their better spells. That's commentator's curse in full view there, immediately given away, and Morocco now with a bit more space to utilise. Unable to do so though, Hakimi not finding Harit. Slowed right down. Morocco comfortable, having got their second, and have taken the wind out of the sails of Liberia a bit as well, having threatened a couple of times early in the second half, I should say, more so than they did in the first. Now knowing that the game is almost beyond them, 2-0 away at the favourites. Kept in there, but only finding a Moroccan boot. Mark Babai with the cutout. Ironically, that was the course for the first goal. Kept in. A good shout. It was between the two men on the right wing for Liberia. Just knocked it down for Hakimi though, and the rest is history. Goal scorer will come off, Amin Harit. It's part of a triple substitution. Looks like Azadine Unai, his Marseille teammate, will also join him. There you go. Namesake will come on in his place, number 21, Amin Adli. By Leverkusen, winger Yunus Abdelhamid also comes on, as predicted, and Naziri. And it is the captain, Romain Saiss, who makes way. Another born and raised in France to a Moroccan father. He chose to represent Morocco. Made his debut way back in 2012. Captain after the 2019 AFCON. Scored the opening goal in that victory over Belgium that we mentioned in the World Cup. Morocco's first of the tournament. But sadly injured during the semi-final with France. The first ever semi-final for an African nation in the World Cup. Real shame that Saiss had to miss such a monumental occasion. But he will be leading his side in the AFCON finals once again in January in the Côte d'Ivoire. Spent 6 years with Wolves in the Premier League before moving to Besiktas and then Al Sadd on loan, currently in Saudi Arabia. Abdelhamid on in his place, another experienced centre-back, and the oldest man on the pitch at 36. Another born in France, Montpellier, and one which plays his football in France with Reims. Wonderful story. Reims, initially interim manager Will Still, a young half English, half Belgian. Didn't even have the coaching badges required, and the club was getting fined every time they played with him in charge. They went on the second longest unbeaten run for a new manager in European football history. Just one game shy of the record for Tito Villanova. Barcelona. Will Still turned 30. Learned football management from a computer game, and now coaching Rans and Abdelhamid up into the top 5 in Ligue 1. So the 3/4 way now through this match. Surely no way back for Liberia, it would appear. Morocco going through the motions, comfortably 2-0 up. Almost certain now to be top of Group K when all is said and done. Heading to the Côte d'Ivoire on the right note, and have a few friendlies perhaps between now and then. 3 months until the AFCON finals. Seemingly a triple substitution also for Ansoumana Keita and Liberia, following the lead of Regragui. Some fresh legs. We lose both captains from the game. William Jabor been thanklessly leading the line at times. A thankless task of chasing round the Moroccan defence. He's had one big opportunity though, that header going into the arms of Bunu. Talk about journeyman in football. It's thrown around a lot, but Jabor, surely the definition of a journeyman, really has journeyed. Born in Monrovia, he's played for 13 clubs across Liberia, Syria, Egypt, Libya, Portugal, Spain, Morocco, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Estonia, and now Malta. Signed for Valletta in January. So that triple substitution, Albert Corva, first man to make way, soon joined by Mark Cabai, the right back. Eugene Dennis on in his place. And Mohamed Kamara also making way. Kicker, as he's nicknamed, will be Sean Sherman, the number 9. So known as Kapar Sherman. Plays in the Malaysian Super League. With a fairly impressive roster of former clubs. So he played in Northern, Cyprus, Tanzania and South Africa. Very well travelled, this Liberian attack. A Mexican wave from the Moroccans. Good piece of defending from the substitute. Theory mentioned scored twice in the qualifiers, but now down the other end doing his defensive duties too. Zuzi talking to from the referee. Corner is over everyone. Dennis keeping it alive. Sangare picks Dennis out again, who checks back. Does force a save from Bunu. Good first involvement from the substitute. Traditionally a centre-back, but can play further up the field. Seems to have slotted into the right back position, vacated by Mark Pabai. This is better though from Liberia. Bit of intensity being shown. Those fresh legs helping as well. For a tiring day, and it's quite a stuffy night in Morocco. Winning that battle as well. Sherman. Ball in, left a bit to be desired though. Jabor looking a bit disappointed in the middle. There was the effort from Dennis. Certainly was heading for the bottom corner, just lacking a bit of power. Keita once more. Al-Kabi once more too. It's the second of the night, the third of the qualification campaign. I think the two number 20s coming together. Sangare left in a heap, holding his ribs. Regragui will make a double change to go with his triple change, and he's up all his substitutions. He'll bring on his number 9 as well, Tariq Kisudali, for El-Kabi, his final involvement. And there's Al-Zuli, the other man to come off. He's been a live wire down that left wing. He's replaced by Ismail Saibari. High fives for the goal scorer, rightly so. More fresh legs for the Liberian defence to deal with. Tisu Dali plays in Belgium for Ghent, born in the Netherlands. In Amsterdam. And of course, another of Moroccan descent choosing to play for this Morocco side, who are on the attack again. Sangare back up and doing enough there to cut that one out. Sometimes they themselves into trouble, Liberia, when playing it out from the back. Getting away with free kick on that occasion. Amin Adli. Must I understand the call from so many managers to play up from the back? There are certain situations where better off just having safety first, not turning back towards your own goal, surrounded by players on the edge of your own box. "15 minutes to go then. Liberia showing a bit more of what they're capable of. Touch from Arago. Hakimi now with the armbands. Handed off from Saiss to his younger but impressively experienced teammate right back. Keita with 2 more rolls of the dice in terms of substitutions. Speaking of Hakimi, the PSG fullback, Keita was formerly the master coach of the PSG Academy in Canada. His official role. and then manager of the French Football Federation's academy in Canada as well, before leaving for the Liberia job in February earlier this year. Offside. Cool. The correct one. The standings. See, we've gone to 9 points, comfortably top of the group now. Liberia remain on 1, unfortunately. They'll look to bounce back in the World Cup qualifiers. Always a tough task. In the group and tonight, and nearly got worse there. Atiathala, left back getting forwards, unmarked in the box, nearly picked out by Adley. Regragui, distinctly Guardiola-esque, gesticulating there. It's fairly reminiscent of Guardiola in his movements and general appearance. And the way his team plays, dominant Moroccan side. Hakimi lays it back to Adley. Skies that one. Frustrated with himself. And that's not where the comparisons end between Regragui and Guardiola. It's after that heroic run in the World Cup and also some good months in charge of Wydad, which was Regragui's previous job as a manager after 6 years at FUS and a few months at Qatar's Al Duhail. Joined Wydad in 2021 and won the league in his first season, then made it a double by leading the club to its 3rd Champions League title, beating the defending champions Al Ahly in the final. In doing so, he became only the 2nd Moroccan manager to win the CAF Champions League. And of course, taking charge of Morocco, replacing Wahid Khalilzadjic in August 2022. Critics weren't particularly happy with Regragui's appointment, but he proved them emphatically wrong with that record-breaking run in the World Cup. And for all that, he was nominated for both the 2022 World's Best Club Coach and Best National Coach awards, eventually finishing a very respectable 3rd in both. And Carlo Ancelotti and Pep Guardiola in the club category, and World Cup winning Lionel Scaloni and runner-up Didier Deschamps in the national category. Esteemed company for the Morocco coach. Now, another job looking like it's been well done tonight. They could further increase their lead. Hakimi with a threatening ball in, and it's spilt by Boyson Winnie. Able to gather it up again in the end. Some of the Liberian players not happy. I think the decision there may be a corner. Hard to see from that angle exactly what happened. Certainly spilt by Winnie. Very smile, and it certainly is a corner. See the pyrotechnics kick off in the Morocco end. Already celebrating with 10 minutes to go. Hakimi puts in the corner, looking to add a 3rd. Header though is over from Adley. Or in fact, Naziri, sorry. For his 3rd of the qualification campaign. It's not quite redirecting with a suitably deft header. Qual not able to hang on to that one, looking a little tired after 80 minutes of single-handedly pressing from the front and chasing down loose balls. Hardly surprising. 31-year-old. He's the only Liberian senior national player to score a hat-trick more than once in an international tournament. And the other end, though, it's Morocco looking for number 3. And they weren't far away. Adli again, frustrated with his finishing. It was good work from Saibari. Tissoudali laying it off. Saibari pulling it back and just missing the finishing touch from Adli. The 3 substitutes combining, firing it just over the near top corner. Of course, whilst the result looks pretty set in stone now, we'll see what another change can do. Teenager Devantier replaced by Marcus Macaulay for Liberia. Far more experienced, 31-year-old, now to play in Malaysia. Yes, what it is, looking pretty set as Morocco win. These substitutes are looking to convince Regragui to consider them for the starting 11 more often as we head towards the AFCON finals in a few months' time. It's very important for them to play to their best and take their chances, hence the frustration for Adli. Frustration too through the fog, maybe to take full advantage of another half chance, Liberia. Spoke about Liberia's friendly on Saturday. Morocco had one of their own. Ended up being a 1-1 draw with the future AFCON hosts, Côte d'Ivoire. Ayoub El Kabi equalised late on there as well. Good goal scoring form, bar that early miss. This was a late equaliser after Sebastian Haller giving the home side the lead. Denied them a 3rd consecutive victory against Côte d'Ivoire. Followed a 1-0 victory over Burkina Faso in the first of their 2 friendlies in a row, one around a month ago. It was Unai who netted on that occasion. So Morocco in decent form and another strong win. Almost done here. There is more space now as Liberia legs tire and the hope drains away that they could snatch an unlikely result here. Fresh legs of Morocco finding space but not finding the final ball on that occasion. Well, one back by a combination of Abdel Hamid and El Kanous. Chinked over the goalkeeper by Tariq Tissoudali. Number 3 won't quite come. As those 2 combining again though, Tissoudali and Saibari. Look at all the space on the left wing. Atiatala has been pushing up higher, and you can see why. Lazouzi. Passing it around comfortably now. Morocco picking their moment. Demoralising into the game for Liberia. Unable to get a foot on the ball. Saibari thinking, feigning at a long shot there. El Kanous has it in towards the back stick, but far too much on that one. Unimpressed shrug from Naziri. Here before Saibari, great feat to burst through that Liberian defence. And then Tisu Dali almost with a neat finish, lifting it over Winnie. Not quite getting the right angle on the shot. We'll get the final change. And it is the captain making way, William Jabor. Did his best to rally the troops. It's a step too far. And now Sar Moses Jr. comes on in his place. A youngster, just 16 years of age. Morocco still looking for number 3, and they get it. Finally, Adli, after a couple of chances, didn't go his way. He does find the net, and Morocco do so for a third time. Well, poor Sar Moses Jr. on the pitch for a matter of seconds before seeing his side concede again on his debut. Initially looked perhaps to have fizzled out the danger, but breaking kindly, a bit of space Bradley, and that's a good finish into the bottom corner. The accuracy that he'd been missing in those earlier 2 opportunities. Owen Kenny, his clearance only finding a leg of a Moroccan player. Frustration for the midfielder. He's in fact on loan from Hibernian, mentioned earlier. Along with Livingston, as the home of Sungari. Another home of the Scottish Premiership club. On loan currently with Shrewsbury Town in League One, the 3rd tier of English football. So 4 minutes of additional time. Round of applause for the fans from Ashraf Hakimi. Has in the end been a comfortable evening for Morocco. 3-0 now with additional time to play. It took a fair amount of time to break the deadlock. Once they did, they've looked very comfortable, totally in control of the second half. And so they'll head with confidence into the AFCON finals. They've been drawn in a group with Democratic Republic of the Congo, Zambia and Tanzania. And surely go into that group as favourites. Greggy is anticipating one of the most challenging AFCONs to date, though. And whilst they might go into it as favourites, he was saying it's quick to laud the high level of competition that awaits. He said the next AFCON will be the toughest. I don't think it's an easy group, rather balanced. There's a particularly tough group in Group A, the host Cote d'Ivoire joined by Nigeria. Multiple winners, Equatorial Guinea and Guinea-Bissau have to go some to get out of that group. Egypt and Ghana in Group B with Cape Verde and Mozambique. Senegal, Cameroon, Guinea and the Gambia in Group C. Very nicely worked. The final ball not quite up to the level that man would desire. Regragui. So now confirmed to have topped the group, nicking past South Africa at the last. At the last, I think a yellow card for Samson Doué here. Yeah, a wild lunge, preventing Morocco getting away. Different situation, could perhaps even have been red. Not quite last man. And nicking in though, Naziri brought down. Yes, the fellow Group K top two member South Africa will join Tunisia, Mali and Namibia in Group E. And finally Group D, Algeria, Burkina Faso, Mauritania and Angola. Plenty of action to come in the Cote d'Ivoire in January and February. Corner. Looked like it was going for the top corner for Achraf Hakimi. Right smile, another long range effort for the fullback. Just got under it a little too much.
Morocco secured the 3 points. They will finish Group K in the first place with 9 points, 4 matches played. Final table from Group K means Morocco first with 9 points. South Africa close in second with 7. Liberia, they finish with just a single point. Let's take a look at the best moments from the match. After dominating the opening 45 minutes, Morocco were able to get the opening goal of the match. The second minute of first half stoppage time with the Marseille midfielder Harit. In the second half, this would be a penalty awarded in favor of the host. Delicate chip by Kabi doubles the lead for the host over on the Stade d'Agadir in Morocco. The third would come in the 89th minute. What a goal. It would Adli makes it 3. Morocco cruise with a 3-0 win.